This past year on YouTube has been a massive learning curve. I've learned so much about the platform, about myself. I have made so many friends. I have gained so many new subscribers. It has been amazing. But there's one thing that's been slowing down my growth, and that is that I haven't stuck to a certain style of content. I flip-flopped. So I did my personal development. I did a bit of vlogging last winter when we were away in our camper van. I went back to personal development. Then I started vlogging again. And I know many of you love my vlogs, and I so appreciate that you love them so much. But I have made a decision recently to go back to personal development for a few reasons. One is the vlogs take an enormous amount of time. So one of those vlogs can take me 8 hours or more to edit. And that's on top of filming during the week, while I'm out in the garden, while I'm in the kitchen, whatever else I'm doing. And I'm just finding that too much, in all honesty. I love the filming, and I love that you find them so relaxing, and that really, really warms my heart. But there's other things I want to do as well. And personal growth has always been my passion since I first set foot in my therapist's office back in 1989. It very quickly became my passion because it helped me change my life. And the decision I've come to recently is that I am going to go back to personal development. I have made a commitment that I will stick with it. I know some of you will not be into that content, and I totally understand that. And I thank you for being here, to watch what you have watched. I really appreciate that. And your kind comments about how you've really enjoyed my videography and everything else that I've done. So I thank you for that so very much. I want to coach again, and I have started doing that. And I am absolutely loving it, more than I ever have before. And I want to do a little bit more of that. I also want to start thinking about whether or not I offer my online course again. Now, I had an online course after I wrote my book. I'm thinking about offering that as a group program, which would be something I sell, and we'd come together as a group once a week on another platform to do that program. So if that's something that interests you, drop something in the comments and let me know. It'd be good to gauge if anybody's interested. So yeah, I'd love to do that. So I will put some B-roll in my talking head videos from time to time, not always. That will depend on the time I have available. The most important thing I want to do here on YouTube and in life is inspire others. And I know a lot of you say that I do inspire you, and I love that I do that, because I have had so many inspirational people in my life who have helped me get to where I am. And if there's one little seed that I can plant, or one little thing that I can help you have an aha moment over, or just connect some dots for yourself where you might, think about something differently, or access something that you need to access in order to move through something that you're finding challenging in your life, that is my purpose. That is what I am here for. On this planet. I identified that a long time ago. I know I retired in 2024, but I have honestly found that retirement is not for me. I love what I'm doing here. I loved it when I was doing it before. And my initial reaction when my husband said to me in about April 2024 was, we could retire if you wanted to. And my immediate reaction was, no, I don't want to retire. I love what I'm doing. And after thinking about it for a couple of months, I thought, well, maybe it'd be good. And when I first retired, it was great. It was a big relief, and I didn't have to think about work. And I remember thinking that a lot, that, gosh, it's so nice not thinking about work. And it was, for a time. It was fantastic. That was something that I went through, and it was a phase, and it was something that I learned a lot from. This has sort of sat inside me the whole time, and it's kind of bubbling away. And the more I have, presented the content that I really love on YouTube, the more I have recognized that I am not ready for retirement, full retirement. And going back into part-time work, offering my coaching and maybe my online program, if there's enough interest, is something that will just continue to help me do what I want to do in order to help people and fulfill my own need to actually be sharing what I'm learning in that way to inspire others. So I will continue to share the lessons I'm learning in life and believe me, I learn them every single day. And if you've seen the last couple of community posts I've done, there have been some doozies, this past week or past couple of weeks. I'm starting to come out the other side of those now. I'm starting to feel good again. But I just learn so much every single time about myself. And I think it's important that I share everything, not just the good times, not just the beautiful garden, not just how great I feel and that I've written a book and that I have an online course that I might restart and that I'm a coach. It's important that I share that I struggle too, because I do. I struggle not a lot these days, but I still struggle. And sometimes I have clusters of struggling. Like, this year already, there's been over the holiday period, after New Year, I had a bit of a patch there for a couple of weeks where I felt really down. Then I felt really good. And then last week, I felt a bit low again. So this year sort of kicked off with a couple of lows, but that's okay. That's life. I guess the reason I want to communicate those things is because that is life. We are meant to feel everything. It's meant to be up and down. We are meant to feel all of our emotions. We are not meant to be like this. That is not normal. Normal is feeling it all. Feeling sadness, feeling anger, feeling frustration, feeling joy, feeling happiness, feeling elation, feeling love, feeling fear. All of it is normal for all of us. So those are the things that I want to share. And I will throw the B-roll in when I get a chance, when I have the time. But yeah, so that was just what I wanted to update you on today. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments. I'd love to answer them for you. And just look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll be live on Tuesday mornings at 9 a.m. I was going to do 2 live streams a week, but I'm going to cut that back to 1 because I think 2 is too many. I may do some other random ones at times. My coaching sessions are on a Monday my time, which in the US and the UK are Sunday. I have 4 spots available a week at this point. If you want to book a coaching session, there is a link in the description, and I would love to help you with whatever challenge you might be facing. So again, I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing and being here, and I look forward to bringing you a lot of lessons in 2026 that we can all learn from.